except got 2 cans of what Trent would call corporate sludge. But jokes aside, I got a video. This will probably be shorter. Speaking of Trent, like, I miss the guy. Like, he's the reason I started this channel in the first place. It's weird because so many creators in the bee pill sphere used to take after him, I guess. There was before him, like, Forever Alone Guy, Tim the Cyborg, like, Chat, Thunder, Can't Say. No, I think it was Todd Thunder. Can't say the last part of the word, but yeah, those guys now. Feels like everyone is like kind of taking that DBDR kind of commentary style instead of like vlogs like these. But anyway, something I really wanted to talk about and get off my chest is I'm losing another friend, and unlike the last times I've lost friends, there wasn't a big blow up with, like, I'll call her C. That's the first letter of the first name. There was never a big blow up with C. Or I wasn't, like, ghosted and just dropped like pretty much a lot of other people. Mainly my entire friend group from senior year high school. But just kind of them naturally distancing themselves and like fully focusing on their life, mainly their partner. Like, I should have seen this coming, because when my friends start dating their long-term boyfriend, not too long, like, I say not too long ago, but in reality, it's been like years. When my friends started dating them, and like, they already started to get distant and stuff. Like, we went from like talking every day to like talking every other day. And recently, they've barely replied at all to my texts and stuff. We barely talk anymore. And I'm sounding kind of needy, but it's something I've kind of accepted. Like, drifting apart like that. Because I have no right to be mad at something like that. Like, my friend has their own life there with their boyfriend and stuff. Of course, we're going to focus on that relationship, like, fully. It just sucks because I don't have much in the way of friends. Like, there's one friend I have, but that friendship is weird because it was I'll be honest, I was in a friends with benefits situation with them, and I caught feelings for that person, and they recently broke everything off, and so there's that. So that's awkward. And other than them, there's There's one other person, but we never see each other anymore. But yeah, I barely have any friends left. Like, it's weird because I went from, like, being, like, my entire history goes, I was a complete shut-in from the ages of, like, 11 to, like, 15. Didn't have any friends at all. Like, spent all day outside of school online and all that stuff. Like, when I started high school, I slowly started getting out of my shell. And senior year, I finally found, like, a solid friend group that I, like, did stuff outside of school with. And I honestly, we thought, like, think that's the closest I've ever been to being a normie. Like, a full-on normie. Like, I feel like people overrate, like, romantic and sexual relationships. Like, you're, like, an inkwell if you never dated anyone. You're a field normie this, you're a chat that. Like, let's, like, not focus on the fact that those terms are kind of anti-male. It's just that I feel like friendships and just having a life is more of a scale whether you're normie or not. Because let's say you do have a girlfriend. Like, you have a girlfriend, but it's like a Discord thing or some shit. Like an online girlfriend. And you still have, like, no IRL friends. You're still lonely in that regard and all that. Like, are you really any better off than you would be without a girlfriend? Like, I don't know. And plus, I feel like what makes, like, a normie is the fact that normal people, average people, like, have friends, they have life experiences. Like, they're able to get along well with others, they're sociable, they're outgoing. And, like, in my experience, it's never been that. Like, I can count on one finger the amount of times I've been invited to stuff with people. I've never been to a party. I've never really, like, had, like, a night out with the boys or some shit like that. Like, there's so much I've never experienced because of, like, who I am, pretty much, and who I was growing up. And to think I was so close to almost being at that normie level, almost having friends, almost having a social life. Like, 2017 going into 2018, that all kind of collapsed. Like, as the years went by. Like, I think that's more brutal than anything else. And now, like, someone who considered a close friend, my best friend, is now, like, kind of gone now. Because they have their own life. They pretty much graduated, like, from their friendship with me. And it just kind of sucks, you know? Like, I can't be mad or upset at them. Because that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just the way life goes. But I don't know, man. It all just kind of sucks. Like, losing people just sucks no matter what the circumstances are. Anyway, bye. Love you. I would do the peace sign, but I'm literally holding a drink in my hand, as I said earlier. But yeah, bye. Peace out. Love y'all.